Hey Primary 6 Math Prodigies, this is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery, and today I'm very excited because we are going to be moving on to speed, our very first question on speed. So I think I made a little mistake by giving you all a very difficult question on speed on the very first try. So I'm going to give you a bit more easier question to test your foundation of speed, okay? But having said that, you are a math prodigy, so I don't care. I have very high expectations of you, so you better get those one questions right. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's look at the question yesterday. The question yesterday was this, and the answers are this. A, the answer is 15 hours, and B, the answer is 980 kilometers. And if you got that one right, you know what? I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. High five. You are a math prodigy. Good job. Okay, so how do we do this question? Again, you have to use the concept of the week, the quote of the week, which is line by line. What? The answer is mine. Line by line, the answer is what? It's mine. So let's read this line by line. A motorist, a person who's riding a motorcycle, or it could be the one who's driving. Okay, a motorist could mean either thing. Let's imagine he's riding a motorcycle. Oops. Okay. Let's imagine he's riding a motorcycle and he traveled from town A to town B. Okay. He traveled at an average speed of 70 kilometers per hour for 2 out of 7 of his journey. He traveled half of the remaining distance at an average speed of 50 kilometers per hour and covered the remaining distance of 350 kilometers in 4 hours. What was the total time taken by the motorist for the whole journey? Remember, when I ask this kind of question, you must make sure that you draw it out. So we're going to draw it out. I'm going to erase everything here. I hope you have the question on your piece of paper or something. Okay? So step 1. A motorist traveled from town A to town B. So let's imagine this is town A and this is town B. Okay? And the total number of parts was 2 out of 7. So let's make it. Okay, let's draw a straight line here. Okay, from A to B. Oops, okay. And let's make it 7 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. And hence, he traveled the first 2 7. Let's make it a different color here. 1 part and 2 parts here. At a rate of what? At a speed of what? 70 kilometers per hour. Got that part? Okay, good. The next part is, he traveled half of the remaining distance at an average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Now, how many parts are left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, half of 5 is what? It's 2.5, correct. So 1 part, 2 parts, and a half. So he traveled half of the remaining distance. So from here to, let's say, half, which is somewhere here. Okay. So let's draw this. From here to here, he traveled it at an average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. You got that part right? Good job. Now, the next part, he says that he covered the remaining distance of 350 kilometers in 4 hours. So let's take a look at this. This is actually equals to 350 kilometers. 350 kilometers. Okay, right down here. And he traveled in how long? In 4 hours. Okay. So the first question is, what was the total time taken by the motorist for the whole journey? Okay, so in order for you to do this, you need to know how much is 1 unit. First, you found out that 2.5 units, as you can see from this drawing, is actually equals to what? Correct, it's actually equals to 350 kilometers. So how do you find 1 unit? You find 1 unit by, let me show you a shortcut, okay? 350. What's 2.5? It's 5 over 2, right? It's actually 5 over 2, right? All you have to do is find times the opposite of that. So it becomes 2 over 5. Okay, I don't know whether you got that part. But if you don't get it, the other way you can do it is actually to divide it by 5. Because there are 5 parts, right? Divide it by 5 times 2. Which, by the way, is the same thing as what I just said. If you take a look at this, let's sidetrack for a while. Divide by 5, correct, times 2 on top. So it becomes times 2/5 actually. So once you get that, the answer is actually what? 350 divided by 5 is 70 times 2 is 140 kilometers. Correct. So 1 unit equals 140 kilometers. How many parts are there? 7 units. So altogether, there are 7 units. Okay, 7 units actually equals to 140 times 7 equals to what? Let's take our calculator out here. 140 times 7 gives you the answer of 980 kilometers for the whole journey. But do we need to know that? Actually, we don't. We need to know it later. But for now, let's take a look at this side. Okay, the 2 units, 140 times 2 equals what? 40 times 2 equals to 28. So 280 kilometers. And this is how far? 2.5 is the same as the one on the right hand side here, 350. You got that part right? You got that part? Okay. Now the question is, how was the total time taken by the motorist for the whole journey? So I'm going to erase this bottom part. Hope you already seen it. Okay. Take it down whatever you need to take down. And all you have to do is find out how long time is. So, like I told you before, speed equals to distance over time. If you want to find out what is time, all you have to do is bring over the t on this side and interchange it with the s. And hence you get t equals to distance divided by your speed, correct? But you must make sure that distance and speed are in the same units. Is it kilometers? Yes, it is. So good job, it's correct. So use this formula, t equals d over s. In the first part, so you write the first part of the journey, t equals to d over s, right? The t equals to d over s. In this first part t, this t for the first part is, distance is 280 divided by s is what? 70. 280 divided by 70 equals what? You cancel here, 28 divided by 7 is actually 4. So it took him 4 hours for the first part. For the second part, same equation. Okay. What was the distance this time? It was 350. What was the speed? 50. And since you cancel, 35 by 5 equals to 7 hours. And hence, the total amount of time taken is actually total time equals to 4 hours plus 7 hours plus an extra, you can take a look up here, it's actually 4 hours. And hence 4 plus 4 equals 8 plus 7 equals to 8 plus 7 is what? 15. Correct, 15 hours. And hence that is the answer for part A. For part B, the question was find the total distance of the journey. So we already found out just now what it was actually 140 times 7. And so the answer was, let me just recall it again, 980. So distance is close to 7 units times 140, which gives you what? 980 kilometers. And that is the final answer. Very easy. If you got it right again, give yourself a high five. I'm very proud of you. You are a math prodigy. Good job. So, very, very complicated. But not complicated. It's actually very easy, very simple, but a little tedious. So today I'm going to give you a very chillax kind of question and give you this question called a car travels at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Find the distance you can cover in 45 minutes. Remember, it's all about the units. And remember one thing, the quote of the week is line by line. The answer is what? It's mine. Line by line, the answer is what? It's mine. Line by line, the answer is mine. Step by step, line by line. Alright? So with that, this is Coach Saiful signing off. You are a math prodigy. Good job.